And we're live. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, y'all. This is Rich Rhetoric. We normally do this shit on Tuesdays, but it's Thursday, and I got the gang here. I got three beautiful sisters on a panel with me. Two beautiful brothers on a panel with me. Today we finna get into this shit, man. We finna get into a little bit about this Planned Parenthood shit. Margaret Sanger. I got a few videos I'm gonna show about how to conduct yourself when you are pulled over or confronted by race soldiers, or what I call police officers. We're gonna really get into some good game, man. Like, share, subscribe. And you know what? Don't let me tell you. You know what I'm gonna say. Y'all don't let me tell you what to do. I'm gonna let the great philosopher and what word am I looking for? Anthropologist.
Anthropologist.
Yeah, anthropologist. Thank you, my brother Eugene. Anthropologist. Clifford Harris. I'm gonna let him tell you what to do.
Man, hit the button, nigga. Hit the motherfucking button and let me in.
You heard me. Hit the button. It's a subscribe button right there. It's a share button right there. It's a like button. You heard what Clifford Harris said. Hit the button and let me in. So man, salute. But my fault, y'all. For the people who just coming in new on the YouTube, my YouTube family, brother Jarvis and sister Star, they was breaking down this morning after pill, Margaret Sanger, the whole nine. But go ahead, brother Jarvis. If you remember where you was at, my brother, go ahead and finish up.
Man, nah, really, what I was just saying is that, based on a lot of her memoirs that she wrote in all the stuff she did with the American Eugenics Society, I mean, she designed this particular project for us. She even called it the Negro Project. That's what she labeled it as, the Negro Project. I mean, she was focused in on us when she thought of this idea in this country. Over there in Germany, it was for whoever else. But over here, she was thinking of us. She called it the Negro Project. That's all her writings, right? Me.
Yes, I'm familiar with that. I get exactly what you're saying, but like I said, I like to deal with facts. So I just pulled up the facts on the Plan B pill in particular, and 53% of white women use Plan B that are not Hispanic. Hispanic women are 33%, and 27% non-Hispanic Black people use it. So those are the numbers.
I gotta remind you, they give them numbers.
Well, it's always gonna be,
No,
it's always gonna be
truth. You
somebody
gotta go
saying
back.
something that's not true. But I'm just saying, I know,
No, it's
I
not
know,
that.
I
Just
know
got
that white women
to
they use that regularly.
stick
They
to
use
who
it like
put,
candy.
puts out the information now. We got to stick to who. It's not that white people are not affected, but we cannot deny that we did not. First of all, we act like we just roll past her memoirs and her statements like we made that up. No, them are her statements. So
Those
we
are
know
her
this
statements, but
evidence,
she's not alive today. We're talking about Plan B,
but
and
that's fine.
and it
It
was
still
said that
comes.
Plan B was
It still
created for
come
for
from
to
that creation.
to
We can't
target
try to.
the
We
black
can't.
woman.
We can't say that we know what for that. That does not. We come. Come on.
Okay, my bad, y'all. I was trying to share the link. I was trying to share the link. My bad, brother Eugene. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, family?
Man, what you got to say about this, man? This morning after pill, Margaret Sanger, eugenics, man. What you got to say about that, bro? You think that's beneficial for us to for abortions and morning after pills?
Or like the brother said, she actually created it to try to get rid of us because her father was actually one of the ones who was initially in the eugenics movement in the first place. So they never really had a taste for black people ever. They always wanted to go against us, and sterilization and abortions. They've always tried to control the population when it comes to us. So with that, it's only just something to go against us like the rest of the stuff that they put out here, because you only see a Planned Parenthood in the black neighborhoods. You know, it's just not something that's just everywhere for everybody and it's promoted for, you know, all to see. I mean, they've been doing this to us forever, man. I mean, it ain't nothing new. You know, some people just haven't came to the realization that they've been doing it. But, I mean, what more do they need to do to let you know that they're against us?
And I'm going back to what I said. I am
Yeah,
familiar with
man.
that, but saying that the Plan B pill was created to target us it's no facts behind it. Bottom line, I support the Plan B. I support birth control. I support Plan B, and I support abortion. I don't support late abortion.
All right, so
Anybody who's
I
against
don't think
it,
nobody can say
that's
that
just
they actually made those to target just us, because I mean, like you said, it is a form of birth control. But any way to eliminate our numbers while they're trying to catch up with theirs, they're going to push it.
I get what you're saying with that, but I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's good. I think it's an advancement
no, we can't
in,
turn
in
that from
science,
there.
and I think that we should use it if we can. I don't think it should be used like birth control because that means you have an unprotected sex. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a slip up and you need to go handle that before anything forms, I think it's good that you have that option.
When did sex become a slip up though?
I'm just saying, people slip up all the time. They
You
fall right in it.
that's no such thing as accidental sex. I ain't never heard of it.
I'm saying a slip up is like you make the wrong
Anytime,
choice.
anytime you lay down in the bed unclothed with whoever, I mean that option is always on the table in
I
most
mean,
cases. So it
women
ain't
who
really a
are
slip up.
married use the Plan B pill. I mean,
Oh
I'm
well,
just saying.
they ain't got no damn morals. That's what that is. So I mean, that's
What do
what
you
I can
mean?
think of.
I
That mean
if
they
I'm
don't have
married
no morals.
if
That's what
I'm
that
married
means.
to you and we already got 5 kids and we didn't use a condom that time or you didn't pull out like you were supposed to, then I have that option to go get a Plan B.
According to who?
What do you mean?
According to who?
According to me.
No, you ain't the only one that was there, was you?
I'm just saying that's what it's
Oh, that's what
for.
I'm saying.
I'm saying married women use it for
I
that
don't know
reason.
about that. I don't know.
What? Hold
Maybe,
on. What did I
maybe,
miss? Married
maybe
people use what? The
they might.
birth control?
They might. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
they
I don't.
do.
I'm married. I'm
Where?
married. I don't. I don't. I've been married for
Where?
7 years. I ain't never did
Yeah,
that. We don't
they.
believe in that over here.
Well,
Where?
I mean, I understand. I understand that in your house you don't believe that, but
I was married and we used birth control because the first year we weren't trying to have all of that. So
yeah,
not
I
it's
knowing
called
I
mean,
was
family
married, but
planning.
yeah, it's
I'm
not
having them.
Wow.
I'm having a
common.
gang of kids. We ain't doing all
Wow.
that other
Damn,
crap.
Camille. So y'all was using birth control? The
Yeah.
first
I
Hey,
mean,
Nehemiah.
Hey, what's up,
Damn,
y'all?
Camille. All right, Camille. Let's go. Let's dig into that. So you was using birth control. Damn, I'm close in the motherfucker. So you was using. I know. I look like this
I don't know
goddamn.
if it's necessary.
I
Like y'all
look like.
making it out to be this evil thing. Like, I mean, like we weren't ready then, and the situation that I'm in now, like, I mean, stuff happens. Like I've had a miscarriage, to where I've had to be hospitalized. So things happen. It's not every situation is not cut and dry. It's no birth control or yes, birth control. Like people have different situations. If you're not ready for that financial responsibility, then you should take precautions to make sure that you don't end up with the
Camille,
can't
let me
take
stop you,
care
sister.
of.
Let me stop you, sister. Let me stop you, sister. That is horrible, right? That is the American capitalistic way to think, right?
Of
Let me tell you why that's dangerous, y'all. Because Star, you know that I was on the London chat today, right? I was on the London panel, same panel like we got now, but it was all people from London. It was like a white guy from America, and he was saying, you know what the white guy from America said? He said, I think that everybody should. He said, I think people should not have kids until they are financially stable. I don't know about everybody, every other parent on this panel, but I got 3 kids and I've never been financially stable. But my kids are not poor. My kids do well. They go to school. I know my brother Jarvis can speak up for this. Like, you're never going to be quote unquote financially stable.
That wasn't the reason. The financial, I mean, we weren't financially stable when we had our last two kids, but that we weren't in a position to, like, we just moved. I just moved. Like, there were things going on that having a child would have made things incredibly more difficult than they would have had to been.
I think you would have figured it out, Camille. I think you're.
No, that's not right.
I mean, but why would I put myself in a position to have to do that?
Well, why are you having sex, Camille?
I was married. What do you mean? Why am I not?
Well, don't do it.
I got a question, man.
Go ahead.
So the idea is when you get married, automatically makes it to now it's time to make children.
Well,
I don't see no other reason than getting married. What's the other purpose of getting married?
Let me tell you this.
Now, wait a minute. They're building a union first.
Thank you. Wear a condom. Like, if you're scared of getting pregnant, wear a condom. What are we talking about? Let's quit saying that we have to.
So women who can't have children shouldn't get married?
No, I'm saying this, Eugene.
I wouldn't marry.
No, I'm saying
that ain't the question. I ain't saying what we would do personally.
Go ahead,
I'm saying that a woman who can't have children don't deserve to be married.
Eugene, we're not saying that, bro.
No. It was just a yes or no. I just want to see exactly where we coming from.
No. Women. I mean, if you can't have children, yes, get married. It's love out there for everybody.
So you just asked why? I mean, you just basically said that you get married to have kids.
No, I didn't say that, Camille. No. Y'all not hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. I'm saying this. Before you put a foreign substance in your body, right, which is birth control, can we agree to that? Yes or no? Like, birth control is not natural. Like, Camille, you didn't tell your body, hey, don't produce a child because me and my husband we're not ready. No, you had to take a foreign substance. You had to digest, whatever. A foreign substance had to go into your body to tell your body, hey, do not get pregnant. I am saying before we do all of that, before we introduce foreign substances into our body, what could we do better? Like, right? Could we tell our husband to put a condom on? Or tell our husband, hey, maybe you should pull out. Or maybe let's just have a fucking baby. That's all I'm saying, y'all.
Okay, I get it, but but everybody has a different situation. Like, when I was young and I had got married, when my husband started abusing me, I didn't have the option of, like, for one, he would not wear a condom. I tried to get him to do that. He was purposefully trying to get me pregnant. I went down to Planned Parenthood, right to the same Planned Parenthood y'all talking about, and I got on birth control. And I did it behind his back because I knew I didn't want to be stuck with him. But I didn't have the option of not having sex with him, and I didn't have the option of having him wear a condom either. So you don't never know what a woman's situation is. And then what if they are practicing some type of contraceptive, and then just one day they did not, and then they still need to have those options there. I think it's okay for families to plan how many kids they want and when they want to have them.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Thanks.
If the baby ain't already here,
Huh?
or if the baby ain't already been conceived,
Oh,
I agree with that.
well, I mean, oh, you saying like the woman shouldn't go have an abortion without her husband knowing?
Right.
No.
You know, I went through that. I was disappointed. I was hurt. I was hurt by that.
Yeah. Calvin, you still there?
Oh, my fault, man. I got this nigga talking to me. P, where you at, P?
Man,
I got this nigga here talking to me in the background,
yo,
man. My
hey.
brother.
A real Rasta, man. I
Yeah,
came from
man.
man, know what things going on, man. Listen real carefully to what's going on right now, man. I'm just 10 things, man. Man, know everyone's fighting for the same thing. We'll argue to get our point across. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. You know what I say? Bless up to the Almighty High. One time for the one time. You know what I say? Bless up, yeah, man.
Yeah, you heard that. Real Jamaican. Real Jamaican homie. You heard him stop. No, you heard that. That's a real Rasta Bradford. You hear me? Stop.
Yes.
No.
Nehemiah, you said.
Hey, that's my old boy, man. My old boy silly as fuck, man. All right, my fault. All right, so all right, let's get into the nitty gritty, man. Damn, I still ain't shared the shit on I still ain't shared the shit like I want to. Hold on, who is that? Nehemiah, mute up, Nehemiah. You got some background noise, my brother. All right, so let's get into it, man. Who am I going with? Who I want to go with? I want a lot of different aspects on this. I want to go with you, brother Jarvis. Can you hear me, brother Jarvis?
Yeah. I can hear
My brother. You got 3 boys, right?
I have 4 boys.
4 boys. My bad, my brother. 4 boys. And them jeans is strong, man. Any girls?
No, I don't make those.
God damn, boy. You got hey, that's why I fucks with you, bro. That man got 3 boys. I think that's every man's dream. But
boy, man, I got a football team, man. You already know it.
Yeah. So you're eventually gonna have to have these talks because eventually your boys are gonna start driving, right? They're gonna drive. You're gonna get them their driver's license. You know all the shit that fathers do. What are you gonna tell your boys about how to deal with police when they are pulled over?
Well, yeah, in my family in particular, my uncle, he a metro cop right now. So me and my two eldest boys, we already have light conversations about things like that anyway, just in general conversation, not nothing too heavy, not making them, not pressuring, none of that. So really all I tell them is you don't say nothing until you got your lawyer. That's my thing right there. I don't do no talking. Anytime I ever got pulled over, I don't do no talking. I just shut up. I say what they say. You got the right to remain silent. That's what I do. I give them what they ask for, and that's it. I shut down after that. That's my approach. It might not be the best one, but that's mine. That's the way I go with it. Shut the hell
So
up.
when brother Jarvis, when they asked you, hey, Mr. Jarvis, where are you going tonight? What do you say to him?
I give my license and my registration. That's it. It's nothing to talk about because if you're gonna take you to jail, you're gonna do that anyway. If he's gonna shoot you, you're gonna do that anyway. Ain't nothing to talk about.
So when he say, hey Jarvis, I'm talking to you. Where are you headed tonight? What do you say?
I give my license and registration, man. I try to keep that talking thing down, man, because they, you know how they do. They perceive us to be aggressive when we start talking and saying certain words. So I just don't say a damn thing. I just give them the license and registration. I move on. If they're gonna give me a ticket, I let them ticket me or whatever the case may be. Cause I carry too. So in most cases, I have to give them that too. So usually they'll say, "Oh, okay," and that let me go. I mean, I typically don't have no problems out of the police like that. I have in my past, but not recently. Not in like the last 6 years, I haven't had no problems out of police. So, I mean, that's just my approach though. I don't know. I don't know if that's the good one or bad or not.
No, bro. That's yours. That's you. Brother Mike. You hear me, brother Mike? Where you at? Okay,
Right
brother
here,
Mike.
bro.
All right, brother Mike. I know you got 2 boys. What are you gonna tell your boys how to conduct themselves when they are pulled over by police? When it's time for you to have that talk.
I already had it, bro. Comply. Hands up.
Comply or die?
Huh?
Comply or die?
No, I tell them, hands up the whole time. Never take your hands down. Never. No matter what.
So damn, bro. So you're militant, but you're telling them to comply.
Bro, they ain't cut like me. They ain't built like me, bro.
And
You can't send nobody out that
train
ain't
them.
ready for the
There's
fight.
no way you can train them to be like you.
That comes with time and age. But as teenage boys, they need to comply, man. Put your hands up, hold them up high. You know what I mean? Like when I used to get pulled over, bro, the first thing I do is put my hands up high. And they used to tell me, put your hands down. You're overacting. I'm like, nope. They're like, come on, dude, put your hands down. You know what I'm saying? I get it to the point where it get them like, man, stop playing around. Ain't nobody finna do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust them.
I hear you.
Why, you know what I'm saying? Why endanger somebody's life though? You see what I'm saying? These folks gonna kill. And I ain't ready to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I react if something was to happen to one of my kids, man.
I hear you. Sister Kiva, you here with me? Kiva.
Yeah, I'm here.
Because I know you have kids that I know you have children that are about to be driving the same way that I have a son that's about to be driving here soon. So what are you gonna tell your son, your young black boy, that how should he conduct himself when he's being approached by a police officer?
And your best bet is really about what the guys just said, is to pretty much comply, but it's complying in a manner of, like you said, keep your conversation limited, because you still don't be bullied in that motherfucking situation. You just let them know that you are aware that motherfucker, I know you will kill me, and I'm not gonna give you a reason to kill me. But as also too, I'm aware of my rights and whatever. So you don't have to be an asshole or a dick about the shit, because they do have the upper hand on you. But I mean, yeah, keep your hands up, limit the conversation, let that motherfucker do his business and go on. But in a perfect situation, people, if they were in their right standing and registered with the local police department, they would already know them. 9 times out of 10 would pull you over. So that's another thing that our community does not have together too.
I'm on mute. All right, so let's break that down to me a little bit. What was you saying about the local police department? What was you saying?
Well, it's a lot of people who operate on the private side. People tag more on it, tag whatever they want on it. Most Europeans are just straight, they're private. Uh, they don't fall up under regular laws and rules. They'll come up under common law, but they are registered with their local sheriff department, police department, and they know that they are not a citizen, so to say. So they fall under a different jurisdiction, and that information comes up in their computer like if they run anybody else, information comes up in their computer. And you get handled different.
I got you. Anybody else? Sister Camille, I know you have a baby boy that's coming up. What are you gonna tell him? The same thing? Just be polite, comply, hands out the window, don't move, hands up. Is that what you're gonna tell him? Is that what you're gonna tell your son, Camille?
Well, I've got 2 boys and they're 4 and 5, so we haven't quite we're nowhere near that stage. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even 100% sure. Like, of course I want them to comply, but I'm not watching all of these videos where people are complying and still coming up dead. I don't know that I'm not sure. We don't have to see.
I love it, Camille. That is a perfect segue. That's the perfect segue to this video I want to show. All right, so let's get into this video. Boom, boom, boom. What am I trying to do? Let's get into this video. If everybody could please mute your mics, please. If you don't know how to hit the mute button, hit the mute button. So I just want to show this video, and then when we mute it, real quick, nephew, mute on that real quick. I just want y'all to see this video, and then we'll see how should we really conduct ourselves. Full screen. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me go here, y'all. I'm still new to this shit. I'm like somebody granddaddy trying to figure out the internet. But I'm gonna figure this shit out. Hold up. God damn. All right, hold on. Where's my screen share? My screen share. Present to everyone. Let's make sure. All right. Can everybody see that so far? Yo?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Y'all check. Y'all.
Can't see it, bro.
Who can't? Nehemiah, you can't see it? At all? What are you seeing, Nehemiah?
I don't see nothing on my screen right now but me.
Well, you on your phone, bro?
Yeah.
Just click on you.
Click on you. Click on yourself. The boxes at the bottom. Click on yourself.
Let me see.
Or click on me.
Okay. Got it. I got it.
All right, here we go, y'all. Y'all mute your mics. Mute your mics so we can hear. Quiet. Zaya, y'all please be quiet. Please be quiet, ladies. I'm sorry, I got the ladies. I got the baby girls is running around the house. All right, y'all check this out, y'all.
Can you tell me what I did wrong? Shut your car off. What I do wrong? Shut your car off. Come on. Shut your car off. You gonna shoot me? Got a gun. Where? Go on. Where? Shut the car off. Where? My hand in the air. Shut the car off. Hey, come shut the car off. I ain't moving my hands. He trying to shoot me. Shut the car off. I ain't moving. No, my hand in the air. Shut the car off. My hand in the air. My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
My bad, y'all. I'm finna rewind it because I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear when he says gun. Like being a black man in America, we know when the police says gun, he's got a gun, then usually shots come after that. But watch what this fucking police try to pull on this brother.
Can you tell me what I did wrong? Okay. Shut your car off. What I do wrong? Shut your car off. Come on. Shut your car off. You wanna shoot me? Got a gun. Where? Shut the car off. Where? My hand in the air. Shut the car off. Hey, come shut the car off. I ain't moving my hands. He trying to shoot me. Shut the car off. I ain't moving. No, my hand in the air. Shut the car off. My hand in the air. 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 These here is the middle of the ice. My hand in the air. My hand in the air. All you gotta do is drive on. What's what I was doing? What was I doing? My hand in the air. My hand in the air. I need to comply with the law. Shoot. My hand in the air. I'm gonna shoot you, but you're not gonna move those hands. My hand in the air.
Oh, what y'all think? Come on, man. Y'all give me something.
And he said, I'm not gonna shoot you. What?
Oh,
but you better put your hands in the air. Is that what he said?
Huh?
At the end of the video, the cop was like, I'm not gonna shoot you, but you better what? Did he say hands in the air?
Let's go back. We'll go back. I didn't catch it.
Okay. Shut your car off. What I do wrong? Shut your car off. Come on. Shut your car off. You gonna shoot me? Got a gun. Where? Go on. Where? Shut the car off. Where? My hand in the air. Shut the car off. Hey, come shut the car off. I ain't moving my hands. He trying to shoot me. Shut the car off. I ain't moving. No, my hand in the air. Shut the car off. My hand in the air. 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 These here is the middle of the ice. My hand in the air. My hand in the air. All you gotta do is drive on. What's what I was doing? What was I doing?
Okay, he said, I'm not gonna
I'm
shoot you.
not gonna shoot you, but my hands in the air.
To turn the car off. Why you got your gun pointed at me like that? No, that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely not. I can't get with that shit.
Exactly, Camille. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen, y'all. My bad.
That was 8 different, like that's too many different directions.
Thank you. It's
But
like,
don't y'all know the nigga actually had a gun?
who in that car?
Yeah, it
No,
was laying on the
Show
back
me that.
seat.
Show me that, Mike. Send me that. Text me that. Text me
It's
that,
on the
Mike.
hey, you
He
gotta
did
watch
have a
the
gun,
Advice show.
but I thought it was
Still,
in I thought
I
it was
had
in
the
it's on the
advice
back
show.
seat.
I watched the advice show. I didn't see that.
he had a
yeah, I
gun,
did
but
hear
He
it
that.
was
had a
It was
gun.
in the
He
back.
had a gun on the back seat, man. It was on the
yeah.
back seat.
But he got a right to carry. I think. No, he have a
But
right to
see,
carry.
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is what I'm
it
talking about,
definitely
man.
is.
Don't it don't matter if you got the right to carry. You still gotta play that gun game like it's illegal for you. You can't let that motherfucker know what you got. It's a regular traffic stop. He don't know I'm strapped. I never tell him
It
that.
wasn't a traffic stop. It wasn't a traffic stop. They
No,
were
it wasn't.
the
It was
parking
I
like,
lot
know what it
go
and
ahead,
they
was.
Camille.
I'm
got
Break
just
it
blocked
down.
saying.
in.
Break it down,
I know
Camille.
that
What
wasn't a
was? Hold on.
traffic
Let
stop.
Camille. Sister Camille break that situation down for us, sister.
So they, I don't know what popped off, but they were trying to leave, and then that car got blocked in trying to get out of the parking lot. Come and they're stuck there, and what I read. So regardless of not like my thing is, you got white people, Caucasian, whatever you want to call them, like running at you. That cop, I mean, that white guy that ran at the cop and said, "What are you gonna do?" Like ran at him. There's people that the shooting cops out here. Like y'all are giving these white people the chance to pop off one, but black people can't even get a chance to put their hands up. Like really? So I don't care what you feel, what's right, if you comply or not, until these police, all of these cops get on the same page. Like it ain't no conversation to be had, because you gonna get shot whether you comply or not. If you tell them you got Fidel Cast, what was his name? He told him that he had the gun, and he still got shot in front of his fucking kid. Like they don't care. There's not a conversation that had to be had about us complying. There's no more compliance that they can get out of us.
And
What are
that's
we
what,
complying
and
for?
that's what I was saying about our children. Like we can tell our children whatever we want to. We can tell our children to comply until they end up like Philando Castile.
Hey, I got a question.
Like, what are we doing?
I
Go
got
ahead,
I got a
Nehemiah.
question to do. Hey, so what state are most of these police shootings happening in? Have y'all checked the stats on that?
It seems like the South, but it's hard because you got Minnesota, you got Chicago. It's hard for. I want to say the South, right? If you just ask me that and with no research, I would say the South, right? Because we know the South gets a bad rap.
Yeah, but the one state in particular is Texas, bro. A lot of these shootings are happening in Texas, bro, and Florida, Texas and Florida, bro. That's where this shit happening there. So my point of saying this, a lot of these videos, I question what happened beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Like before the camera started rolling, what happened? Because it seemed like in this video, it was already at an escalated point. Before it got to this escalated point, what happened before the end though? You see what I'm saying? Like we gotta approach this thing from a rational standpoint so we can understand how to de-escalate a situation when we interacting with the police too, because they already scared of us, man. That's a fact,
Well,
bro.
let me tell you. Let me tell you this, Nehemiah. Let me tell you what I got from this. Let me tell you what I thought from this, Nehemiah. I thought that it's a you know how after the club everybody goes to the gas station,
Yeah.
right? Or you go to the Waffle House. I know y'all can relate. We go to Crystals. We go wherever the fuck everybody else is going. To me, this looked like after the club, everybody went to the gas station, and the police wanted these guys to leave. And when they
Right.
didn't leave, it was turn the lights on, walk up on them with the straps because they didn't leave.
That's called de-escalate. And escalation is refusing to leave when them folks tell you to leave.
He got blocked
Obviously, they on
in.
the lot.
I ain't gonna lie,
They don't like
Nehemiah, you
Huh?
know like I know, bro. If two police officers walk up to your car with no guns drawn, just with their uniform on, and say, "Hey, get out of here," niggas is getting out of there. Period.
So why they have a altercation with the police officer though in the gas
Well,
station parking lot?
to me, it didn't look like an altercation. It looked like, "Hey, cut your fucking car off." And it's like, what? No, I got my hands up. You got your gun out. I got my hands up, bro. What are you doing? What is the procedure in a robbery? You put your hands up.
How did he get to the point where he was even talking to them?
He probably acted a fool, Nehemiah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know our
bro.
brothers and sisters act a fool.
At the end of the day, like that's the like. Listen, he said, "Turn the car off." Oh, I'm not going to shoot you, but you better not move your hands. Sir, which direction would you like me to follow?
Hold on, Nehemiah, bro. Let the sister go, and then we're gonna come right to you, Nehemiah. Go ahead, Camille.
I don't know that it matters because at the end of the day, the cop was out for something. Like he was out to get a target, and he thought he found one because you didn't told me 3 different directions. You want me to turn the car off, but put my hands up, don't move, but turn the car. I can't do everything. So one of those things, if I would have turned the car off, was you gonna shoot me because you told me to turn the car off, but then you told don't move my hand. So I don't know what you want me to do. I see where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how they got to that point. The police, who is supposed to be trained to de-escalate the situation, should have done his job better. It can walk up on me with no gun pointed at my face, cocked the way he had that shit cocked, and think I'm not gonna feel some kind of way. Oh hell no, absolutely not. There's no reason for that. And then no, there's no justification for what he did. I don't care what popped off before.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Man, he was doing his job, man. His job is to harass black people and pull guns out on them when he see a gun.
Hold on, y'all. One voice. I can't hear everybody. Go ahead. Shoot off, Mike. My bad, Nehemiah. We're gonna coming right to you, my brother. Go ahead, Mike. Shoot off.
That nigga should have hid that gun like every other street nigga do. I don't give a damn if I'm licensed. I got 2 driver's licenses. One of them don't say I got a carry permit. He not finna know shit about me, man. That's the problem. Thinking we got rights in this system. We don't have no fucking rights in this system. This shit is set up, designed for you to get away with whatever the fuck you can get away with when you do it. But when they right there and they got you, man, you got to comply or get your ass killed or kill somebody. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah. And then I just want to say this, man. It's too much dumb shit going on out here. And it's too much emotionalism going on out here from men. Nigga, we can't be emotional, bro. We die or we go to jail. You see what I'm saying? And our families need us. Our kids need us. So we can't move like everybody else, man. We gotta move and be smart. We gotta move and look at the big picture, man. You want to be a granddaddy one day. You want to build a legacy, and you want to be able to protect your nieces, your granddaughters, your daughters. So don't let one impulsive moment, because you in your feelings, because the officer asked you a question and told you to leave, man, get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you a young nigga, you should have got some numbers while you was at the club. You should have been on the phone talking to some bodies. You know what I'm saying? Not at no gas station. So if you were parking lot pimping and the police hot over there, then go somewhere else and parking lot pimping. Damn, that shit's stupid.
But I'm telling you, when I read it, it said that he got blocked in. So he was trying to leave.
Everybody drove over there. These young niggas be doing dumb shit, man. I got nephews that's in their 20s. I be roasting their ass when they do dumb shit. These young niggas got to get taught right. They got to get taught. They can't be pacified. That's what's wrong with them. They mamas done pacified them so long that they feel like the world gonna treat them like they mama treat them. No, nigga, you a black man. They don't give a fuck about us. Use your head. Think. Make good decisions. That's what a man got to do.
Well, we just supposed to be comfortable with them running around doing shit.
Like,
we're not comfortable, but who's gonna
all
fight
I'm saying
back?
is you gotta be smart. You can't be in your emotions.
No,
this is America.
let her rock. Go ahead, Kiva.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when we say, okay, we got these type of young men out here, this, that still does not justify and or rectify this system that's out here.
I know we are in a system of like y'all don't understand what y'all are saying. Y'all are saying comply or die. Like no, you know what? I wish y'all would just wave the white flag and say we are prisoners of war and we can't get out of this situation, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like we can't, like we get on these platforms every week and say let's buck the system, but then when the cop put a gun in our face, everybody's like, no, 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 don't buck the system. Respect what he say. Like, no, they did that shit to us in Africa. Do y'all understand that?
Y'all
The
see,
reason we were
So what
conquered,
should he have done, Calvin? Should he have gotten the gun off
man,
the back seat and
know.
bust at him?
I don't know, but we have to get out of this docile state. We are in the turn. Listen to me. Everybody on this panel say I don't subscribe to the Bible, but then in the same breath, y'all say we got to turn the other cheek. So what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
Ain't nobody saying turn the other cheek, man.
Yes,
People
you are.
saying,
This ain't
no,
comply.
people are
This
saying
ain't
let's not be
comply.
stupid. Let's
Calvin,
be
you ain't
smart
busting at no
about it.
police.
You gotta be smart about it,
Man
man.
out.
You
my
can't be
attitude
riding around.
stank with them every time.
You can't be riding around with a gun on your back seat and the police harassing you. You can't do that.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was stupid.
We gotta own up to the dumb shit that they
But
doing. The nigga
Yeah.
traps that they falling in. It's a lot of traps out here for us, and they falling in them. We
Yeah.
couldn't, man. Dude had a gun, man. He could have got his ass killed.
Yeah.
Well, I sent emails to, I contacted the DA up there, the chief of police, and the mayor's office in Arkansas for them to investigate.
Arkansas.
Yep, that's where it is. That's where they at.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
You just gotta be. Look, you fight. Look, that I'm not knocking you, Star. That's the way you fighting. But I already know what the end result is. Power is not given; it's taken. So until you know what I'm saying, like when she said, when the police get on the same accord, they are on the same accord. We're just not on the same accord. When we get on the same accord, then they will change. But until then, man, we got to be smart about this shit. You just can't, just because you mad and let your pride get you killed, man. Have your family out here crying and shit. And ain't none of these victim of police families giving nothing to black organizations after they kid get killed. They disappearing. They got gag orders on their shit in order to get the money.
They doing fish fries. That's about it.
Well, like
The
Nehemiah
thing,
said, man, we just got to be smart, bro.
like McGee, do I understand what you saying about remedy. Like you can't get your remedy while you on the scene with a police officer who got a badge, he got a helicopter, he got other motherfuckers with pistols that can come up real quick. That ain't where your remedy at. So if you wanna get the officer because he violated your rights, first and foremost, you gotta know your rights. So when the officer pull you over, you gotta know how to say, am I under investigation for a crime that's being committed in the area? If so, where is the witness? You feel me? So they train to know the citizens that know their rights, what questions they gonna ask them. And then they gonna answer them questions. They gonna handle you differently because they know you on your shit. Versus them looking at you as a dumb nigga who don't know your rights and you just being rebellious and acting out of emotion. That's gonna trigger that white supremacy shit that they already got in them anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. And then if you ain't strong enough to spit your rights like that and ask them that question yet, you still learning. Cause in that situation, your adrenaline gonna be rushing. Some people get nervous. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never been in that situation. So if you ain't there yet, then play it smart. Get the police officer's badge number, right? In his name. Then you can file a report on him, and you can follow up after that and file a case against him. That's how you win. You ain't gonna win on the scene with no ego, bro. You ain't.
I can get with that.
I went through this shit already. I used to argue with the police all the time when I was in my 20s. They were pulling me over left and right. Every time come on Jefferson, every time go out east, I was constantly getting pulled over, get a ticket, license get suspended and shit. Shit was suspended for 10 years. Then I had to get smart. I had to start studying. I started learning my rights. I got with different little organizations and shit that was studying law. I started going to the law library at Vanderbilt. I started reading up on my shit. Then once I got tight on my shit, then when they pulled me over, I started spitting that shit. Then I noticed that they treated me differently just because I came at them from a different angle. But that's just my experience, bro.
I agree with you on that right there because that situation happened like that, happened like something similar to that, like with me at a Walmart when the police pulled down on me, and I think I had like 3 guns in the car, but I was just, just talking to them, regular. I ain't say too much, but when they started arresting me, I just stopped talking altogether because they were saying some other stuff that I did. They charged me with aggravated assault and some other shit, but. Before then, I was talking, but when they said they was gonna arrest me, I stopped talking. But I agree with you, though. That's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, man, I agree too, bro. It's how you talk to them people, man. You know what I mean? It's like I remember, bro, going back from my younger days, bro. The police draw down on me on the 4th of July because I'm in my mama front yard popping firecrackers. They said they thought they heard gunshots. You feel me?
Damn.
I done got pulled over so many times, and they coming with them guns on me, and the attitude that I had when they versus the guns. You know what I mean? When they drawing the guns on me, I'm talking shit. You feel me? But my hands in the air the whole time, I'm talking bad to them. But as I got older, I started to realize that these motherfuckers are dumb and they scared of me. So I knew them better than they knew me. So when they do pull me over and I'm dirty, no driver's license or nothing, and my homeboy like, damn man, you bowed all the way down to that cop. I said, no, he's stupid. I played his ego. And I said, I don't even have driver's license,
Yeah.
no ticket, no nothing. You see what I'm saying? You got to be smart out here, man.
Yeah. You always got to have some type of strategic plan, especially if you plan on going home
Right.
that night. Because I know my like I said, my uncle, he a cop. So I just rap with him about some of the people he worked with. He give it to me the best way he can give it to me. So that's how I approach. That's why I always took the approach to shut the fuck up. So especially when they say they finna arrest you, it's nothing to talk about. They already made up their mind what they're about to do. It's no point in arguing, no point in kicking, no point in cut, none of that. That's we wasting time. Best thing to do is shut the hell up and get down there and get out. I mean, that's the best. That's the best you can do. Because if you don't, we got plenty of examples of the other way. And me in particular with 4 boys, I plan on going home to my wife and my kids every night. That's my plan anyway. I don't know, that might not happen, but I'm just saying that's my plan. I want to go home to my wife and kids, so I'm gonna shut the hell up. And I can try another way another day. But me fighting them, they got too much weight on them. I ain't finna. I ain't dumb. When the time come to go to war, it ain't gonna be nothing to talk about then. But it ain't here. It ain't now because you can't even get 2 Negroes to agree on stuff. So I mean, I ain't really looking forward to some kind of ground war with them people, especially when you got Negroes that change their mind like the wind switch directions. So I'm just gonna do what I got to do at the time.
Right. You got to approach with the police. In your mind, my plan is I'm not going to jail and I'm not finna die tonight. You feel me? So I already know what I'm finna do when they pull up. I know what type of officer he is when he start talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to know how to play it, man. You got to understand these police are street savvy. They street niggas too. Because they deal with street people every day. So you got to play them like that, man. You
No,
got to
they
know what
not.
it really
No,
is.
they not. They not street niggas. You know what they've been? You know what they've been fed, brother Mike? They've been fed propaganda. They've been fed propaganda on how to deal with street niggas. They've been
Bro,
taught.
listen,
They've
when I
been
say
taught. Now
street nigga,
listen, Mike. They've
now I
been
got to
taught
explain to you what a
that
street
street
nigga
niggas
is to me.
ain't human. They've
Now
been
I gotta explain to you what a street nigga is. This is what you gotta understand. To me, a street nigga is somebody that's dedicated to a certain situation in their life and a code that they live by. And they'll do anything to keep that code going, lie, cheat, or steal. It's like some gang type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So they got a code that they live by too. If you got a code that you live by, you'll understand the code that they live by. And then you'll be able to weasel your way up out of shit.
I
You
don't
understand
think
what I'm
we'll
saying?
ever be able to understand the code they live by, bro, because they have meetings, right? On Monday mornings, at Mondays at 8 o'clock in the morning at that precinct, when they're having a precinct meeting, you're not privy to that, Mike. So we
Bro,
don't know their culture.
I
They
know
have
you
a
don't.
whole
I know
different
you. I
culture.
know you not even playing yourself like this. You know what their code is. Their code is to take you to jail or kill you.
Exactly.
So you gotta play by them rules. They're in charge, like he said.
So
He can
just
get
say
on that
we're
phone
prisoners
and
of
call a
war. We're
helicopter on
prisoners
you.
of war, Mike. Can I get you to say that? We're prisoners of war,
You right.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
was
100%. That's
I
100%.
feel like we ain't analyzing this situation correctly, man. Like if you just take the emotion out and you just look at what those folks' job is to do, which is to protect and serve. That's what
nah.
the Constitution says. Hold on, let me finish. That's what they jobs say per the Constitution. I ain't talking emotion. I'm talking about what are the laws of the land according to the documents that they swore in to uphold before they put on their uniform. So that's what you got to hold them accountable to. I'm trying to give you the mindset to get them in when you interacting with them. Because if you don't get them in that mindset when they swore in that day to put on their uniform, then you're gonna tap into their lower self. And then if you get them in their lower self, then you know what they gonna operate as. They gonna operate as a fucking animal. We gotta think like on that level, bro. And we gotta get our kids to think, our teenage boys to think on that level, our 21, 22, 23-year-old boys to think on that level.
But what they swore to was to a corporation. They didn't swear to protect and serve you as a person, black nor white nor any. They swore to protect the corporation. So we have to understand they not there for us, good nor bad.
What you talking about, the straw man?
No, I'm talking about whether they are law official, a police officer, and going on up to the court system. But police officers are sworn to protect the corporation, that state that they're working in. They're not there to protect the people. That's what we first got to understand.
Now, when they swore in, you got to look at the wording of what they're sworn in to. Now, there's a public and a private side.
Correct.
So you talking about that private side. I mean, you talking about the public side.
Correct.
But the private side.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what they swore to. So that's why we actually get what we feel and what we're receiving and what we're getting from them is what we're getting is because we actually are operating, where they have jurisdiction over us to treat us as such.
That's why you gotta know your constitutional rights, and you gotta be able to spit it when they interact with you. Whenever they interacting with you, you gotta stay in that lane of conversation with them. If you go in any other lane, then you're gonna trigger them. You're gonna trigger their lower self. And you gotta think about it. These folks be having mental illness. Some of these police officers, they done seen dead bodies. They got racist ass family members they done got drunk with before. I talked to a police chief that told me, and this was a white dude when I was driving trucks on the road, and I used to get pulled into the weigh station. And man, this white dude that was the chief of police, I guess he was trying to cleanse his consciousness because he ain't had that long to live. Because he ended up having a heart attack, like, man, 4 months after I met him, and he passed. But this is what that man told me. That man said a lot of these young boys coming out of the academy, they popping pills because they have anxiety, and they afraid and they trigger happy. And I had to fire a couple boys that was on my unit because I found out that they was popping pills. So now you think about that, you add that into the equation. Not only are you afraid of me because I'm a black man and you racist and you grew up racist, but then you add the element of a pill. That's ridiculous.
And most cases, straight up white supremacists, period. They dropped the hoodies and went into law enforcement and FBI and different
That's
areas.
a fact. It was a memo. It was a memo sent out in 2006, and another memo sent out in 2014 that white supremacist groups has infiltrated law enforcement. And us as black people, we should know that the original slave patrol is
Okay,
now
that's where we need to
the
go with
police.
it. That's where we need to go with it. The whole point of the police originally, they
Thank
do protect and
you.
serve. They protect
Runaway
and serve
slave.
the interests of Americans.
Thank you.
And you are not no fucking American, black people. So stop thinking that you're a damn citizen. So that's why they have been protecting their interests from you.
Thank you.
That's what's going on. So we don't have a chance with talking about what rights we have, so forth and so on, because the whole point of them being there is to try to keep and maintain control of the population of people.
Man, that's a fact, my brother. Like, intermission, can everybody put their mics on mute one time? Nehemiah, Camille, that's it. Nehemiah, Camille, put your mics on mute. I got another video to show, please. Sister Camille, well, Sister, there we go. There we go. Thank y'all, family. Thank y'all, family. I want y'all to see this. I may have to play it a couple times. Hold on. Where's my share the screen? Let's share the screen. Let's present to everyone. Then let's go here. Everybody see this so far? I know it's blurry, but everybody see this so far?
Yes.
I'm gonna play it a couple times because it's a little blurry, but I want y'all to watch this. Man, and that's it, bro. Like, did we see that?
Yeah.
Everybody saw that? And that is the state that we are. That's what happens when you are in a police state. Those things could happen. That could have been Star. That could have been Kiva. That could have been Camille. And what are brothers? I'm gonna ask you, Nehemiah. What are brothers to do when we see that happen to our sisters? Well, I mean, internet friendly. Keep it internet friendly, my brother.
First of all,
What he do to her? I ain't see shit. What he do?
Oh, y'all didn't see that?
it looked like he hit her
I
head
saw it, but I
against the
couldn't tell what it
top of the
was.
car.
Well, let me tell you what he did, Mike. He punched her. She was in handcuffs. She was getting loud. You know how our women get. They talky, and then he punched her to make her, he was saying, turn around, but she was already turned around because he had her in handcuffs. And then punched. She was punched. Like, she was punched, bro. Like, she was punched, bro. I mean, look closer. Yeah, y'all please look closer. I'm gonna run this one more back. I hate to, but I'm gonna run it back one more time. Y'all look closer. All right, let's go here. Punch. You see it? Watch real quick, bro. Watch the light-skinned girl and watch the officer, the white officer right behind her.
Yeah, he hit the shit out of her. Like
come on, Mike. Like, he
bounced off
the
the
shit
car.
out of
Yeah, I
her.
saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Nah,
come
we
on,
still don't get it. We still don't get it.
I'm asking you, Nehemiah, like, keeping the internet friendly. What are black men supposed to do after we see our sisters getting treated like that, bro?
First of all, we gotta train ourselves how to interact with them first. Two, We gotta create systems that we all stand on and live by, bro. This shit is retarded. Like this is the propaganda that they got going right now. They let us record this shit and put it on the internet, and then they want us to get all emotionally aroused. And then when they pull us over, we got that same emotion running in us, and then they gonna use that as an excuse to kill us and get off. That's what they doing right now. Until we understand that they playing a reverse psychology game on us.
Yep.
What got all these police officers off on these killings? What did they say? They all saying the same narrative.
What's that narrative?
He was resisting. He was reaching in his pocket. He had a gun. He grabbed for my gun. I felt threatened.
Yeah.
It's the same narrative that all these officers done use. So that means you got to take away all of them options. You got to take all of them options away. And getting emotionally aroused is not taking them options away. It's motherfucking chess. It ain't checkers.
Man, Nehemiah, I just showed you the video of the brother who took all of those options away, and he still yelled out gun. He still yelled gun.
He didn't get killed, and now he lived to reinvestigate that situation.
Nehemiah, we know code word for kill that nigga is gun. He's got a gun. If I got 7, come on, bro. If we go to a brotherhood meeting and we are in a tense situation and I yell out, yo, he got a gun, my brothers are gonna shoot. Like you can't be reckless like that. See, we are not holding these officers accountable. I just showed you an officer who was reckless. Go ahead.
I don't understand what you mean, bro. We just said that these police officers are scared of us. They racist. They feel like the country is being taken over by us. When Barack got in office, that's when they really started coming with this racist ass shit because they was mad that Barack was in office. And then that's when they start forming more and more white supremacist group and buying up all the fucking guns and going in the woods and training and shit. They've been doing this shit for the last 12 years. Understand where we at and what's going on. We can't be stupid, bro. We can't be retarded with this shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like in my family, bro, we are thinkers. And we handle shit the right way. You can't be emotional, bro. You can't let them folk get you in that mindset of being ignorant. You can't win like that.
I got you. Let me go to Brother Eugene. What you got to say, Brother Eugene?
Well, I mean, we're going to use that situation as an example. The police officer trying to use the trigger word by screaming gun. But if you look at how it played out as far as what we seen, the black dude outsmarted him to where he was able to put his hands out the car and eliminate his ability to use it as an excuse. So being able to outsmart these motherfuckers is really the key, because you can use both tactics or use one, because when you deal with the laws of power, one say play a sucker to catch a sucker. And it also say use surrender as a tactic to make your weakness in the power. Because when you surrender and take away their need for your aggression to do what they want to do to you, it infuriates them. They can't try to trigger you because you're not allowing them. It's just when you take their power, when I know what you about to do to me, when you're trying to play me, I take your power away by ignoring you, not allowing you to do to me what you think you're about to do. People hate that shit. And there's nothing he can do about it. Long as you're smart enough to know that it says whatever you say can and will be used against you, not for you. Everything come out your fucking mouth is going against you. Shut the fuck up and take their power away. You niggas too busy want to talk. That ain't got niggas nowhere. I mean, people be hard up talking about shit. They do something to me, watch I cuss them out. Like the fuck cussing somebody out does something. Like that means something.
That's
Because you
fact.
talking. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart enough to take their power away. I'm not going to give you any reason to do shit that you're trying to do.
The problem is they don't.
So hold on. So Eugene, So
Go
you're
ahead.
saying you're not giving them any reason to do anything to you.
Like the example we use, when he tried to pull the little trigger word, dude was smart enough to holler out, no, I'm not doing shit. My hands are out the damn car. No, I'm not doing nothing else. Hey, everybody, look, my hands are out the fucking window. I do not have shit in my hand. He is trying to fucking trigger me to do what he want to do to me. He played him and outsmarted him, man. And he survived that night.
Yeah, he did. He did, bro. He still went to jail though.
Shit, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Are you sure? Is that? I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't even know if I fuck with that theory.
So
I
you
don't even know
saying?
if I fuck with that theory,
So
y'all.
you saying that
Because
you
I
would
can come
rather
back.
put
Go ahead.
yourself in a situation to die over a time to just talk shit than to just go on and surrender, go to jail and get
Time to
out and be
die.
able to
Time to
do
die.
shit that makes a difference afterwards.
I don't know, bro. I think it's a time to die and a time to kill. Right?
Absolutely. So if you want to use the theory of a time to die, the only way to change the relationship between us and the police is when we create our own Ku Klux Klan, and when all these motherfuckers who brag about killing us come up missing. That's the only way that the shit gonna change. Or we find out a way to take money out of their pockets. They only respect death and loss of money. So if anybody want to get into something that's gonna make a damn difference, that's what it's gonna take. But until we get to that point, we have to outsmart them.
And you know, bro, being judged by 12 or carried by 6, that you could be judged by 12 when you got them to kill. You see what I'm saying? So what he's saying do make sense, because that don't mean he just gonna lay down and let them take him to jail now or kill him. He might got to
Absolutely.
defend himself and be judged by 12.
Like you said, it's the time to kill and it's the time to surrender. It's all about the situation.
Man, Nehemiah hit it on the nose, man. He said they got helicopters. He got buddies that he finna call, and they
I
all
got Cuz on the line, man. What up, Cuz? Man, I got Cuz on the line, man. We got some sisters. We got some sisters. We got Star, Kiva, Camille. Say what's up to the sisters, my brother.
Yeah, what's up with y'all?
Yeah, y'all see what this is, man. Rastafari shit, man. Killer shit. You understand me? Real killer shit. You understand me? Yeah, real killer shit, man. My fault, child. I had to shout out to my cuz, man. My cuz want to be on the, you know what I mean? Cuz want to be on the line, you know what I mean?
This the first game.
Yeah.
Cuz want to be on the line, man. Brother Eugene, what y'all talk about on the show today, my brother?
Yeah, we had a good one.
What y'all got? What y'all have?
Are toxic women just as bad? Well, no, are toxic mothers just as bad as absent dads?
They are. They are. Toxic women is what is really stopping. It's really stopping Black progress. Toxic women really. Toxic women are stopping Black progress, bro. They are. They stop anything that we have to do that's positive. They stop anything that we have to do that's building and working and moving for the community. When you get a toxic woman who's been beaten and battered and she don't know how to deal with herself, she becomes like the cancer virus. She just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. And then she'll spread to the next sister, until they'll have the niggas ain't shit syndrome. You understand what I'm saying, Eugene?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
That's
touched
how
on
I
all of
feel.
that.
And that's how I feel.
What is a
I don't,
toxic woman?
I don't know if Star suffers from that or
Hey, I wouldn't even go call no names out.
What?
What's a toxic woman? Explain that to me. I don't know what a toxic woman is. What is that?
now.
Okay.
Come on, Star. You ain't gonna let me say that without going
You're
check.
trying to say I suffer from toxic women syndrome?
That's suffer from what?
Toxic women syndrome? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
think some
toxic.
women. I mean, I think some women. I think some women are single. I think some women are single for so long, and they begin to hate men and follow the "we hate men" rhetoric,
I don't
and
hate men.
they're on the borderline of feminists, right? Do you agree with feminists, brother Jarvis? Do you agree with feminists?
No, you're not gonna talk shit to me and not let me respond to you, sir.
You said what? Do I believe in what?
Go ahead, Star. Go ahead, Star. I hear you. Go ahead.
Just because a woman is very confident in how she feels and what she wants and her beliefs does not mean that she hates men. I love men and men love me. That's all I got to say.
Now let me explain because I do believe it was Mike who said, "What is a toxic woman?" Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Eugene.
Okay, brother. In a sense, when you say toxic, we just talking about somebody who is, by definition, poisonous. Who actually, as an example, who would downplay the children? Oh, you stupid, you dumb, or your dad ain't shit. And you just like that you're not building a child up, you're destroying them. That could be a toxic mother. There's different ways when the dad is trying to be in the child's life, but with her emotions going on, that she's like, no, that's not happening, and telling the child that your father ain't shit, which is a problem because when a child has to look in the mirror at themselves and they've been told half of them what makes them up ain't shit. I come from a ain't shit stock. That fucks with them. So, you're really not helping the situation because you hurting and carrying that pain from the mother into the children. So in a nutshell, just when things are going against, you know, the peace that we try as a people, maintaining this like you said, men ain't shit, women ain't nothing but hoes mentality, that's toxicity.
Okay.
I don't believe that all men ain't shit, but a lot of them ain't shit.
And a
So
lot of
I mean,
women are toxic, but not all.
and I believe that too. Matter of fact, I know that too. But I resent the fact that I am being referred to as that just because I don't want no man. If he the right man, I'ma know.
I got a question for the ladies. How many ladies on the line right now have a relationship with some older mothers? Like how many ladies on the line, first of all, are mothers and have a relationship with other mothers that they talk to about motherly things, parenting things, co-parenting things if you're not with the father of your child?
I do to both of those questions.
That's good. That's
I
real
mean,
good.
my friends, I've had the same friends since I was
Yeah.
young, with the exception of one, and so we kind of raised ours together.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like right now with my friends, they're a little bit older than me, but our kids all graduated around the same time, and so now we're going through a different stage in life. So like with me, I'm not having any more, but they want more kids, so they're going through that, and their kids already graduated. So they're getting new husbands, new kids, all of that, and I don't want that. So now when I call them and I say, well, let's go do this, they're like, no, I got this going on. So it's like a different stage, and they haven't gone through the empty nest thing, and I'm going through the empty nest thing. But when I had a small child and their kids were small, we had to talk all the time. We had to talk about a lot of stuff, and we figured out a lot of stuff. And then I do have friends who did have a man in the house too, so that was.
Stop. And also to the other
Hmm?
ladies on the line, could one of your female friends or the older mother who you have a relationship with, could they tell you that you were wrong about the way you handled the situation concerning your child with
Oh, my mama
your
tells me that.
the father of your
I mean,
child?
I don't have a problem with receiving feedback because this is all new to me. I don't like my kids are a year and they're 15 months apart. So
Gotcha.
I don't do things the same way that my mom does, but she'll be like, well, I think you should do this instead, or why don't you try this? Or you didn't handle that the best that you could. So I go back and I reevaluate. I tell my sister all the time, she's a single mom too. And I tell her, hey, maybe we shouldn't yell so much at the kids. I know it's stressful, but we gonna have to figure out. I mean, I think it's a conversation that needs to be had. A lot of stuff is new. Like people we were raised, our parents didn't raise us the way we're raising our kids. Things, it's a totally different time, so conversations definitely need to be had. They need to be ongoing, and I don't have a problem with receiving feedback. I'll take everything that I can get because I can't do this by myself, and I've realized that it really takes a village, other people, because you know I can tell my kids something all day, every day, but it's gonna take that one other person to tell them. They'll be like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's why she told me not to do that." So I'm all for it.
That's healthy. All right, go ahead, y'all. Somebody else got a question?
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
When I see it.
I'm out here. I'm out here. I am out here. Man,
Sound
I'm
like you on
listening to
some
y'all.
Hennessy.
You said what, Star?
Sound like you on some Hennessy.
Man, Hennessy ain't even a word. It's Jack. It's Jack. Who said Jack? Whoever said Jack. Whoever said Jack is ding, ding, ding. Whoever said Jack is absolutely right, man.
Feeling
And
good
guess
over
what?
there.
Man, big up Chemo, my brother. Man, let me go. Let me go do my shit, man. Big up to my brother Chemo. Chemo in the building. Gully God. Salute to Gully God. Salute to City Lights. Salute to the YouTube fam. We in here. We got the Tennessee fam, the American fam in here. We definitely have the subscribe button. We got the like button. You know what I mean? We got the follow button. We got the share button. So instead of me telling y'all about the button to hit, I'm gonna let the great philosopher Clifford Harris tell y'all what button to hit.
Do your job, nigga, and hit that button. Hit the button. Man, hit the button, cuz. Man, hit the button, nigga. You want me to hit the motherfucking button and let me in.
You hear me? Hit the button and let me in. So YouTube people, hit that button, man. Hit the share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I ain't got number 4 thumbs up. Let's give way more thumbs up than that, man. I know this is a powerful show. It's talking about police brutality. I got beautiful people on the panel. My brother Black Peace, Camille. I got my brother Eugene, Nehemiah, Sister Kiva, brother Mike, Star. We got a beautiful panel. And Sister Andrea, she's gone. But man, let's keep this shit rolling, man. Um, any other topics? Any other topics? Or I can find one for us. If we don't have any more topics, let me go and find one.
Hey, I got a suggestion.
I know you got one, Nehemiah. Kick it off, my brother.
So how do we identify when propaganda is being used to cause separation amongst us as a people?
I think we can see that from first of all, we see it from mainstream media. Am I right about that, Nehemiah?
No,
Like,
I'm talking about within the community. Within the community is propaganda that's being passed out.
you gotta
Just
give me an
like how we
example. Give me an
were,
example, my brother.
man, think about when and you can go back to Marcus Garvey, you can go to Noble Jew Ali in the nation. Like we gotta understand, bro. It's people out here who hate to see black people coming together who are powerful, who really got some power and some influence to create a movement. So they'll create distrust amongst each other so that they can destroy any forward mobility or momentum in our unity. How do we identify when we being propagated against even now on this level where we at?
I like that. I like what you're saying, bro, because we actually have historical references that we can go back to, right? We know that our dear mother, our dear ancestor Harriet Tubman said that I could have freed 1,000 more slaves if they only knew that they were slaves, right? And we had our dear ancestor Nat Turner said the first thing he had to do was get rid of the people who look like us, who did not think they were in bondage, right? So what the first thing we have to do, Nehemiah, is build with like-minded people. That's the first and foremost thing we have to do, right? When people come in, when people come into our mix and we realize that they are not pushing the same agenda or not on the same page, then we have to cut them off. And it's the thing, and I had to learn this, bro. I had to learn that everybody can't be saved. Kiva, I know you've heard that. You heard that saying before? You can't take everybody with you.
Oh yeah, everybody ain't going here.
Yeah, everybody ain't going. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
ain't that ain't the topic. That's not what I'm saying.
what are you
I
saying,
don't
bro?
think. All right, we talking about
Identifying them.
and this. What do you go ahead?
Hold on, hold on. So what
Wait a minute.
What you mean, brother Eugene? Go ahead.
Are you saying how do we know when we're dealing with somebody who's trying to infiltrate or, like you say, use proper? How do we know when propaganda is being used as a divisive tool against us?
Yeah. How do you know when a divisive tool is being used against us that could have been put in the mind of somebody by somebody else that ain't even around?
Yes,
And then,
and the answer's within the question as well,
okay,
because
I'm listening.
once we finally get to a point that we realize that everything that deals with disunification of our people came from the system that works against us. Anything that you do that does not benefit your people, period, if you go into a foreigner store and you spend your money, you know what you just done influenced another group. So I know to go spend my money with my own people as much as possible because I know cause and effect. Because I spend with my own people, I build my own people up. And anything that tells me that look for something wrong in the black, because they don't give me the right type of service, and whatever the case may be, anything that goes against unification, I know I'm gonna look at it as it was placed in here to separate us, and I'm not gonna take part in that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on a broader scale. But now
Go ahead.
when we talking about building
On the broad,
a
everything they
group,
doing.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
So now when we talking about building a group dynamic, right? let's
Yeah.
just say we talking about building where we 50 strong and we trying to build where we got 50 people and we gonna spend our money with the same people. We gonna create businesses within each other. We gonna put products in other people's business that's within the 50 group of people that we have united with. What if within that 50 distrust rise up for somebody that's in the 50? Because somebody from the outside through COINTELPRO propagated against somebody in the group that caused distrust. This the same shit that happened with Martin Luther King and with Malcolm. So how do we then approach and identify if somebody from the outside has put some propaganda on somebody from within our group of 50 to cause discourse? Like we gotta have a system where we have court within our group of 50.
Absolutely. We identify those people and then we burn them out. We burn them out. Like we have to learn. We have to learn. Like Brother Jarvis. Brother Jarvis.
You're not hearing me,
Brother
bro.
Jarvis.
You're not hearing me.
Hold on, Brother Jarvis. I hope you can speak to this, my brother. Brother Jarvis. I hope you can speak to this. Like once we see the bullshit and the fuckery, I mean, even if you're good with your game, somebody, I feel like somebody out of these 8, 9 people that's on the panel is gonna point them out, and then we're gonna interrogate them, and then us as the council, as us being the tribunal, we're gonna be the tribunal, and then once we realize this person is not right for the movement that we're trying to make, we burn them out of there. They're out of there, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah. I agree. I would say if you got your set of principles and morals or whatever the case may be, or whatever you want to call it, and you got some more weirdo ass motherfucker coming around trying to get you to sway your morals or your principles, I'm 9 times out of 10 that's gonna be that person, because that's what they gonna do. Because we get people like that come and try to get with us with my little situation we got going on, and they want to tell us that we need to be a little softer on a few issues like the rainbow people and abortion and things like that. And we automatically know not to let them nowhere near us when they come trying to get us to compromise who we say we are from the beginning, which I never do. When you get somebody that's trying to get you to compromise who you said you was in the beginning, that's an automatic giveaway to me. I don't know about nobody else, but to me, that's automatic.
Anybody else?
Well, the law says stir up waters to catch fish. I'll just leave it at that.
What'd you say?
I deal with the 48 laws of powers a lot. And one of those say, stir up waters to catch fish.
Oh, okay.
My bad, family. I was back. I had to fucking use the bathroom, man. But I am telling y'all, man, like I don't know if we have a system, but Nehemiah, we have to come up with a system to fucking burn them out of here. And you know what? It's not even a system, right? I'm sure Brother Jarvis, Brother Mike, Sister Kiva can agree with this. We need a fucking code of conduct.
That's what I'm talking about.
Until we have a fucking code of conduct that we all can sit down and agree upon, then we just tripping. We just out here. We out here until we can get a code of conduct. We need a code of conduct that we all can live by, die by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole nine.
Yeah, that's what I when I say having principles, that's what I mean by that.
That's a fact,
Because,
bro.
yeah, I stick by mine. Period. I ain't no in between, ain't no gray areas with me on none of them issues that I say. Whatever I say, what I believe and what I practice, that's where it's gonna stay at. It ain't gonna be not one damn person that's walking around here that's gonna give me the compromise on that. I don't give a damn how long I knew him.
And that's why I rock with you. That's why I rock with you, Brother Jarvis, because we may not we may not believe everything, right? Because me and you, we've had debates where I said, man, I'm thinking about changing my stance. And guess what you tell me? Nah, fuck that. I'm never changing my stance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you the perfect example. Like, if a LGBT community person is willing to donate or fucking ride and get on board with the shit that I'm doing, I may take that person in. But I know Brother Jarvis, he's not taking that person in. You
No,
understand what
no,
I'm
cause
saying?
cause
Yeah,
they
he's
compromise. I ain't
not
taking them
taking
in.
that person
Period. I
in.
don't give a
He
damn.
like Brother Jarvis is not even gonna talk to him the way that I'm gonna talk to him. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna at
Yeah.
least ask that person. I'm gonna be like, hey, are we riding for the black struggle? Or are we riding for the LGBT struggle? And if that LGBT person tell me I'm riding for the black struggle, then I may rock with that person. But Brother Jarvis is gonna pull me to the side and he gonna say, hey, bro, no, that person still in the back of their mind is gonna rock for the LGBT community. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
So
because I look at it like if the fact that they even came and told you up front first, hey, I'm such and such. That letting you know right now what they put in front.
my guy,
First of
my
all,
guy,
if they black, they gonna let you know they black off top. I'm black first. What
I,
what you do at home that's your problem. But when they
mhm.
get to coming and trying to promote, hey, I'm such and such, but I want to be down. Well, you just already let me know you full of shit off top. So I'm gonna go
That's
ahead
a
and cut you
fact.
short right now. You ain't even coming in the door.
That's a
Period.
fact. That's a fact, my brother. And I think the main thing we can do as people is put our agenda on the line at first. Put it on the
Hey,
line from the
so
jump.
I got a question. I got a question.
What you got, brother?
Cause it's so vague. Like I speak direct. I say what I mean I say. I don't talk in riddles because it's too much confusing. So what are the 5 most important things that we need as a people to have in place to be stable? That's a simple question. Simple question. 5 things, bro, that we need
They
as a people in place in order for us to be stable as a people. So that can be the foundation that we build on. So now we create the principles based off of the 5 pillars of our foundation.
We're gonna
You
have to have some
understand that?
trust in there.
Boom, trust. So now we got to see how we gain trust.
The willingness to work together. We have to build a we have to practice group economics. That's the only way.
Group economics. Y'all
Yeah,
writing this down?
knowledge of self is mine throw in
Yeah.
because if you don't know who you are, who we actually are, opposed to what we've been taught that we are, because really our issue is because our people are trying to live a lie and you dissatisfied because you can't obtain this lie. But once you understand who you are actually and live in your truth and see that the world was created for us by living in truth, everything we need is right there. Our problems is we still try to maintain this culture that was created for somebody else to benefit from. And we still think that it's a universal thing. And it's not. We have different needs, just like a polar bear has different needs of a grizzly bear. So if a grizzly bear is trying to live amongst the polar bears and be who he was created to be, he gonna have a fucking problem. You wasn't designed to be in the cold. You were designed for something totally different and to go about life in your own way. We just lost what that way was, so we just take on whatever they give us.
What does adaptation play a role? Like depending on the climate, our
Yeah, you can
nostrils
adapt,
move
but are
wider,
you gonna
our
come to
hair
your full
transition.
potential? That's what it is. We adapt. Hell, you can turn the ceiling upside down. We'll learn how to adapt, but will we come out and manifest to our full potential? No, because you're not in your own environment. Just like the crabs in a barrel. It's not the fact that they pulling you down. It's the fact that your natural environment is not a damn barrel. That's why you acting out of your damn mind. So knowledge of self, I think, it sums it all up. Because when you know who you are, you know what you're supposed to be doing.
Knowledge of self, group economics, trust. What
And
else we got?
family.
Family. That's 4 things. We gotta have a military, right?
Absolutely. We got to have everything that it takes to maintain a civilization or a people. We can't limit ourselves to nothing.
Now, if it was a moral code, like what would 7 principles to a moral code consist of?
What was the
y'all
question?
think? Like if we was creating like a moral code, like that we want to live by, like what would be seven principles to follow that would check our morality? You know what I mean?
That's a
And it don't
hard
have to
one.
be.
No, I say
It don't
I
have to
say
be
I say
7.
one
I
of them
just
would be
threw a
like
number
one,
out there.
no, look, I say one would be not to ever exterminate one another or try to exterminate one another under no circumstance.
I don't know though. I don't know about that though.
When
I
I say
like the
one
way
of
that
us,
he
I'm talking
used
about
the word exterminate, though.
when I say one of us, I'm talking about the people who was on the same page. But I ain't talking about people who out there in the wilderness. I'm talking about people who on the same page. When I say one of us, not like everybody in general.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the moral codes that you name it.
Yeah, and
I don't even know how we.
They include babies too.
You said that include babies too.
Yeah, that include babies, meaning not exterminating the offspring that we produce under no
So,
circumstance,
so no abortions.
none whatsoever.
But even if a woman was violated, because we talked about this kind of like
See,
last week.
yeah, when you're dealing with people who like us, such violations wouldn't occur. You talking about them wilderness people. That's
There
who
you
do that
go.
kind of behavior right there.
There
So
you
we
go.
talking about us. When we talking about us, we gonna have them problems because we already got that code, right? So we are already know in our
There
right
you
mind
go.
not to violate no woman like that anyway. So we wouldn't
There
have
you
that problem.
go. Yes.
Well, what about them
It's
people that come
important
out
that
of the
you say that.
wilderness that's gonna violate them women? What about them?
What is it? They
We
gonna
gotta
get
protect.
violated.
Right.
That's simple. That's
So
easy
do
right
she
there.
had a choice? Do she had a choice to exterminate that violation of her body?
Say that again.
I said, do she have a choice to exterminate that violation of her body?
In my opinion, she got a right to exterminate him. But what did the child do? What he guilty of, or she? What they guilty of?
She don't want to see the face of her rapist every day.
I'm saying, what is the child guilty of? I ain't talking about no face. I'm saying, what is the person guilty of that you want to exterminate? What they guilty of?
It ain't
Nothing.
about being guilty of
Yeah. So
anything
there's
because
no
they're
point
not
in
they're
it.
not running around here committing crimes. So
That's
what
what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying is, my point is, a woman got the right. You know what I mean? I absolutely believe. I don't believe. I think like you, bro. But I do understand that a woman got a right to choose what she want to choose with her own body. That should be
I don't
something that
believe that.
she struggle with. You see what I'm saying? Can't no man get in the way and be like, "No, you can't do this. You finna go these 9 months and you finna have this goddamn baby natural." You can't tell a woman what she gonna do, bro.
You said who? You said what? You mean who can't tell a woman what they gonna do?
No man has the
I
right
don't know.
to tell a woman what to do with her body at all.
I disagree.
How do you disagree with that? I'm just saying that's her body. You can't control her body.
Shit. I don't know, but I don't know. I just keep that in my head because I don't believe that, and I just keep that in my head. I don't subscribe to that type of shit.
Well, why don't
So,
you explain to us your right to tell a woman what to do with her body?
well,
Explain where that
well,
comes from.
well, my woman in particular, if me and her have a situation. We finna have a baby. That's not just hers. It's mine and hers. So I do have a say so. That's what I'm talking about.
I thought we was talking about that violation that you was talking
Oh, that
about.
violation. I mean, if she want to, me in particular, I'm not an advocate of that, and I feel like she in the same boat with them people if she go do that right there. Because I don't feel like innocent life in period, under no circumstance should be shed no innocent blood. Period. That's just my belief. Nobody else gotta have that. That's me. That's just me. That's my approach.
I feel you.
I ain't gonna make nobody do nothing, but I know me. I got a belief. I stick to it. I ain't switching under no circumstance. I just ain't gonna do that. I just don't believe in switching just because of what's going on, which way the wind blowing today. I just don't do that.
So this white man come in there and rape this woman, and she like, I done been raped by a white man. I don't want no biracial babies. Can we please expose of this body?
Well, first of all, he ain't gonna be biracial. He gonna be black. That's number one. So,
Hey,
I
tell it
mean,
to some of these biracial niggas that I know that think they white.
well, they look. I mean, look, think about it, who they is.
I'm
Think
just
about who they
saying,
are. They
bro.
confused, man.
You can't deny your blood. He still got that other half.
Which one dominant?
It's all about how you think and what you see and interpret it in life.
Yeah, possibly.
My bad, y'all. I done missed a lot of this conversation, man. I've been having a goddamn good conversation, man. That's crazy, and I hate to bring that up, man. What was y'all talking about? My bad, I missed the conversation. Camille,
You always do that.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I had to put myself on mute.
Man, he said gay people taking over the world. What y'all think? That's what the conversation was over here.
Yeah, don't let him do that, man. That's the loud guy. That's the loud guy, bro. But what was y'all talking about? My bad. Yeah, give me a quick rundown. Give me a quick rundown what y'all was talking about.
So in y'all's new community that didn't include me, who's
What you
making all
mean?
these rules? Who's
What
making all these
community?
rules? Y'all new community that don't include me. Who's making the rules? Who's
You
governing
talking
this
about the
new community?
brothers round table?
Yeah, this
Nah,
new,
nah,
this new, this
What they
new
talking about?
society.
What they talking
we
about,
was just
Nehemiah?
having a we was just having an open dialogue because we was talking about creating a moral code and principles that we follow, and then getting getting rid of people who don't follow the moral code because they messing up the progress of the group.
Yeah.
Sort of like you remember? Have you ever studied Dr. York?
Yeah, I heard of him a little bit. The pickle man.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about. I don't know nothing
Nah,
about that. But
he did
anyway,
come up with a superhero called the Pickle Man. But go ahead, bro.
I ain't never heard of it. But anyway, I'm just
Ah,
talking
okay. But go ahead.
about.
Tell me about. Nah, tell me
Yeah,
about Dr. York.
we were talking about creating 5 principles on building a foundation of what a group of 50 people that's united when working together would need, and then what 7 moral principles to follow.
Okay, so you said a group of 5 people.
No, 50.
50. What's the code?
Yeah,
We would all have to adhere to a code, right?
right.
Is that what you were saying? Uh-huh.
Yeah, we was discussing 5 principles to build a foundation, meaning what 5 things would a group of 50 people need in order to
I'm
be
gonna say
stable.
I gotta say communication, education, law, economics, loyalty. Come on,
Okay.
man. Somebody argue with me. Somebody
Okay, so
argue with me.
okay, let's say y'all set up this in your new community. Who is going to govern this and who is going to enforce these principles?
The people that we vote, right? We live in the you I mean
Huh? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, what was he saying? He disappeared.
Hello?
Yeah.
Well, I say if we was to put together something new for us and like-minded people, I think any decisions that were made will be from a council of the male and the female, not just one-dimensional, because that one-dimensional is where we coming out of. So we need to go back to the union where we started from.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Ancient Kemet.
Is everybody still on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody talking tonight for some reason.
I'm just making sure because people would be saying stuff and then they disappear while they talking and then they come back and I don't know.
The internet up.
I don't know. It done kicked me out twice.
Yo, my bad. Y'all hear me?
See?
We knew who you were talking about.
What happened? What y'all laughing at? What happened? What I say?
Nothing.
What
The
I say
bad
wrong?
thing is you don't know.
What I say wrong, Eugene? Tell me, bro. What I say wrong?
It's not what you said, brother. It's what you didn't do.
What I didn't do, bro?
It's the
Goddamn,
story
I
of
don't want
his
to be a
damn
part of the
life.
inside joke. Goddamn.
The story of his damn life.
Now
Man,
we
he
just
just
want you to
listening.
stay in the conversation with us, bro, so you know what's going on. That's all.
No, my laptop lost connection, bro. My laptop lost connection. It's telling me I lost connection.
Oh, okay.
But
So then,
anyway,
is what we
what
gonna
I
do?
was
How we gonna get up out of this, bro? Are we gonna Black Lives Matter our way out of this shit, or we gonna cause a real revolution? What's going on?
Mike, I am not shooting at the police. I'm not. We don't own the army. We don't own the navy. We don't own the air force or none of that shit. If you try to do that shit,
A
I'm not with you
revolution
on
just
that.
a revolution just ain't violent all the time, Star.
thank
Well,
you.
well,
So
when you, well, when Mike talks, we gotta assume that's what he's talking about.
no,
Well,
Nah,
one
I'm
of the
talking
Star,
about
greatest
straight
you
self
have a
defense.
Star, you have a job. Like if we really quit playing and give everybody a job, then we will be cool. If everyone has a lane, right? Black people has a saying that says stay in your lane. I love
Yeah,
that saying. Stay in your lane. If everybody stay in that lane and have a job, if we give everybody a position and they stay in their position, then I think we could come up with something. Cause it's eight people on this panel right now. If everyone had a position and they just play their role and stay in their position and advise, you can advise people, but we will have a beautiful thing going.
now if we start implementing some of the wins we had from history, like one of the greatest wins we had was Rosa Parks. And when I say that, I'm not talking about being able to sit somewhere on the bus.
Yeah.
What caused that reaction was the fact that black people stuck together for over 381 days and did not fuck with the bus system. And we shut them down to the point to where they had to let us sit where we wanted to. But the only problem was we didn't create our own bus system. We still wanted to intermingle with other motherfuckers. But using the power that we have by our fucking involvement, period, would change a lot of shit.
That's a fact, my brother. That is a fact. That's a
I
fact.
agree. I agree.
I agree that a lot of people are not willing to put that real work in.
Hey, my fault, y'all, man. My fault. I hate to spoil it, man, but them sorry ass Warriors lost, man. They counterfeit, man.
They did.
Man, they lost, bro. They finna get swept, man. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
Damn. I can't believe the Warriors lost.
Man, Nehemiah, I think I'm finna bet with them. I think I'm finna bet with the Raptors. They
What's the
look like
series?
they outmatched. They look
What's,
like they outmatched, bro. But
what's the series?
today was the first game. It's 1-0.
Oh no. Man, the Warriors ain't finna lose.
I'm sleepy.
Nah, you
Oh yeah,
ain't
we get to talk
sleepy.
about sports. Stop.
You
You been
is
sleeping.
sleepy, man. Not sleepy. All right,
You
all right,
funny.
Star. Let's go ahead and get into this topic. What happened to the Mississippi? Let's talk about the Mississippi women.
So shout out to the Me Too movement this week in Me Too. The
Oh
black
my
strippers.
God. I'm
What?
sorry. Go
Don't mess up my Me Too moment. Hashtag Me Too.
ahead.
So some black strippers in Mississippi were rewarded or awarded $3 million because they was discriminated against in Mississippi strip clubs. So I think that that's a good moment for Me
What?
Too movement. Yes, yes. So